Hey, Mark the Meerkat Suffering here, free online tradingeducation.com, brought to you by Grok Trade, where I could be an analyst, host of the GrokStar Trading Room, and maybe your future mentor. Let's take a look at a trade that we had this morning in the GrokStar Room. A brand new one out there, Fitbit, F-I-T. It was an IPO yesterday, and then today it opened to the upside. Here is the opening line, and it was in a falling wedge. Look at that. Boom, broke right out of that falling wedge, and now it's starting to do what we call a high base. And so I had missed this entry right here, and now it was starting to high base here, just at the $30 mark. See the resistance there at $31. Look at that resistance there. So if we want to know more about what a high base is, we can go to our free chart school. That's right, here, chart school, and we just click on that, and we want to look for a high base. So we're looking here under chart patterns and under the bullish ones, and this is a high base right there. See it? And we just click on it. Here is a picture of it where it runs up to a line of resistance, $31 in this case. If it breaks out from there, the odds are in our favor. Again, you know the probabilities that it will continue to the upside. And there's a written description of it, and then down below here are a couple of charts where it has turned out before. But let's take a look at this one here. And it was here high basing, getting set my trade just above the $31 mark, and boom, there it is. It just popped up, and I got in here at $31.20. I am long on FIT, that is Fitbit, the brand new IPO. Alright, so we're going to set a trade here just below this 50 moving average here at the 30.90, and now let's see if we can how we're going to manage our stop here. Boom, there it goes. It took off. Now look here, this dashed line here, this is the R1 pivot line, and you can turn on or off for your daily charts, and it was resistance. Now look here, in opening it popped and hit that exactly, and it was up here again at it. So I've got my stop down here at a little about less than 1%, but it just kept banging its head here and banging its head. So we had to have a lot of patience here, a lot of patience, and then it even fell back here. Again, my stop is right down here. I'm still good, and then let's see what's going to happen next. Now, at this point, I could have just go ahead and say, well, I'll get it out. It's not going anywhere. But it finally, look at here, now increase in volume, and it breaks out above that pivot line. And now we are on our way. Now I'm going to pull my stop up here to break even now. I'm break even on my stop. And here we go, moving up, moving on up, and then it stalled at the $32 mark. So at 31 it was stalled. It stalled here at the R1 pivot line, and now it's stalling at 32. So I went ahead and I took out half here at 31.95 for 2.4% on that first half. Then I'll bring my stop up here to about 31.60, give it a little bit of room to be fluctuate, and then boom, it broke out above $32. Look at this. And then it high based here just for a little while here at 32.20 as support. You see that? And now we're just taking our time, we're just managing our stops. We're in the trade. We already have 2.4% in it, and now our stop is up here to 32.20. I've got another 2% or more in my second half, so it's worth the house's money, risk-free trade. We just need to manage our stops. And look here, it's raised all the way up here, and what's it doing here now? And now it's starting to form a symmetrical triangle here, or a bull pennant. It was an opportunity for some others to get in the trade in the GrokStar room, and as it broke out from the $33, a couple people got in at that point, and it's still going up. It's still going up here. Managing my stop below this 20 moving average, this green line, and now I'm up to about $33 here. But look at that, boom! It's sitting up here hitting $34, getting very overextended. So now I'm getting a little worried because it is so overextended. I'm pulling my stop up here just below this 8 EMA, and I'm just going to sit here and wait and see what happens and what happens here. And bam, it finally pulled back and stopped me out right here at $33.37 for 6.9% on the second half. So let's take a look at this trade. I initially missed this falling wedge, and it broke out. Then on the high base, I was able to get in, but I had to be very patient and leave a stop here to let it pull back just a little bit, and then it took off. And it took off and took off and took off. So this total trade, I had to really manage my stops, was for 4.65% in 1 hour and 2 minutes. Hooah! Love it when that happens. So if you'd like to trade with us in the GrokStar Room, you can do that 30 days for free. Just go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com and then go here to Trading Videos. And here's where my videos are typically posted. And then right below there, look what it says. Want to day trade with me? You'll go right to the GrokStar Chat Room page. Here it's going to tell you everything that we do in the room, everything that we do in pre-market, the audible callouts, and calling where my stops are, and how I'm doing the trade, just like on these videos, only I'm doing it live in real time, and people are following along. And then here's a bunch of questions to be answered for you here, and then right here, order now. 30 days for free, cancel at any time, and even after the 30 days, it's what's the price of it? It's less than 1 commission a day to be in the chat room with everyone else. Mark the Meerkat Suffering here. Hey, just remember that, according to John Sylvan, that there's always a bit of luck involved in trading, but knowing the probabilities is critical. Trade well.